as I listen to these witnesses. It is so painful to see and understand the gun violence, not only the responsibility of those with guns to not allow them to be used by children, to put them in safe places, to not own guns necessarily. As a matter of fact, I am a person that does not believe that the Second Amendment guarantees you the right to have a gun. And I think that the Congress of the United States is divided on the gun issue. There's so many different ways that we have tried to deal with the issue of gun violence, and we don't have the votes to get rid of automatic weapons. We don't have the vote to get rid of weapons that have been used in war, that have found their ways into police stations. We don't have the votes, basically, to make this country safe. And so these mass killings are absolutely painful, to see children and individuals shot down and killed for no reason other than someone does not like the color of their skin, or someone is mentally ill, or someone wants to rob someone. All of those reasons are totally unacceptable. Mr. Green, you're taking a look at another aspect of this violence, dealing with what it does to the community, what it does to businesses, and how those people who work so very hard to strengthen our communities are basically undermined when these mass shootings take place. People move. Businesses close down. People are afraid. And so I, took one issue that I wanted to deal with today, and it is to talk about how some of these guns are purchased. The gun that was used in Uvalde, Texas, school shooting, was sold by a firearms manufacturer that offers loan installment payment plans to purchase their products under the consumer finance company Credova. These buy now, pay later financing programs make guns more accessible to purchase, only requiring a simple credit check with interest-free loans paid back in 3 to 4 monthly installments. Fintech loan providers like Credova are not involved with, nor do they have insight into the background checks conducted by retailers who sell guns. Credova itself claims on its website that approval takes seconds for most customers. As I've said, this is only one small aspect of this issue. But of course, I think the easier guns are to obtain, the way to get them cheaply, the way for young people to go on the internet and find ways to purchase and pay later, are issues that we're going to have to deal with. I wish that you coming here today could leave saying, I was at the Congress of the United States and I heard that they really are going to take some serious steps and they're going to deal with gun violence. But you're not going to leave with that message today. The message that you're going to leave with is they talked a lot about how they are absolutely devastated with the killings that take place. As Mr. Green said, prayers are not enough. And you're going to leave saying, I know that many of them pray, but Mr. Green is right, prayers are not enough. And so we've all have a role in trying to deal with this violence. The United States Congress must step up to the plate, must be committed to the idea that we could stop this violence and we could take guns off the street. It's not happened yet. And so for those of you in communities, if they're gun manufacturers, if they're gun stores, I think it makes good sense for the community to get organized and tell them that they do not wish to have them in the community. I think it makes good sense to tell parents, if you watch your child acting very strangely over a period of time, if you know they have some issues, if you know that you've been ignoring the fact that they love guns and they spend hours on television watching violence, etc. Parents, relatives, everybody's got to step up to the plate and say, this child needs some help. There's something wrong here, and stop ignoring it. And so there's so many ways that all of us must play a part in dealing with the gun violence. Thank you for being here today. Thank Mr. Green for holding this aspect of it. But all of us should not be able to go to bed at night and rest seeing the violence that is going on, the lives that are lost, and the businesses that are destroyed, and the neighborhoods and communities are literally torn apart because of it. I yield back the balance of my time, Mr. Green.